Well, I had this dream just drop into my heart about 4 years ago. And I was talking to a friend and I just was feeling something in my spirit. It's hard to explain. And I was like, I just want to get out there and walk across Australia and pray for Australia. And as I said it, like I'd actually sort of surprised myself as I said it to her. And so I thought about it and prayed about it for a few years, even before I said anything to Nick, because I was worried that he would think it was too crazy. We're walking across Australia to pray for the people of Australia. And we're praying for Australia because we're passionate. We want to see people come back to God. We want to see our country come back to God. And at the beginning, before I started this, I was actually praying and I said to God, like, why is this important to you, God? And I just heard him say, because the people of Australia matter to me. And so that's really our heart for it, because the people of Australia matter. We want to see Australia saved and we want to see Australia free. I really felt like God was saying do this with a donkey, and so that's why we have the donkey. She can be slow, which is very challenging. At the beginning, she actually wouldn't walk sometimes. And there was one day where I was stuck on the road in the heat. I think it was like 40 degrees, and she just wouldn't move. And I nearly released her back into the wild then. I feel like this is going to sound crazy, but there's been times when I've been walking and I just see her like out the corner of my eye when I turn around or something. And I feel like there's been times where she is representing the church, and I feel like a very overwhelming love that is not my own. And it's not necessarily for the donkey, but it's like it's feeling God's love for the church. And how frustrating we must be sometimes to God. Like, I've even said that to him sometimes when I'm trying to pull her along. I'm like, God, like, surely the church is not like this frustrating to you, but we probably are. Yes, so get up in the morning. I'm still a mum because our kids are with us. So, we do the making breakfast and I make everyone's food for the day and pack it away and make sure the kids are doing what they need to do in the morning. And then I saddle up the donkey, make sure my saddle bags and everything are packed with what we need. And then we head out and we walk about between 20 and 25 kilometers each day. And each day it just flows differently, I guess, depending on, I will generally set out and start walking, and sometimes I'll play worship and I'll just worship for a little bit. Sometimes I will get like a song in my spirit that I feel like I need to declare over that particular area that I'm walking in. So I'll do that. Oftentimes, actually every day, I just say, God, like, what do you want me to pray today? What do you want to do in this land here today? And then pray from whatever I hear him say. So there's not really like any, I guess, formula that I follow. It's really just following what Jesus wants to do each day. I mean, being on my feet all day, from like the moment I get up to the moment I go to bed at night, is just a lot. Like, especially the first couple of months, I would just be aching. Sometimes I would be standing up at night in the kitchen cooking or something, and I'd just be crying because I was so exhausted and in so much pain, but I couldn't sit down. And it felt overwhelming. So it was a bit exhausting and overwhelming. And I still have days like that, but I definitely feel like my body has gotten used to that. It's not complicated, especially at the beginning. I was like, I'm not like a fancy prayer or anything. I'm a very simple person, and my prayers are very simple, I feel. And just learning that that's actually enough. Like, God is happy with you praying from your heart, and it doesn't have to be super fancy. And I have always underestimated, I guess, the power of my prayer, because I'm like, I'm not like a somebody. So I've doubted, I guess, the weightiness of my prayers, but it's not about that. It's about who you're actually praying to. It's about the God that you pray to. It's not about you. God hears you. The Bible is true about what it says about prayers, that our prayers of righteous people, they're powerful, they're effective. And even in Revelation, it says that the prayers of the saints are like, they're in like golden bowls of incense. And that's actually a powerful picture of prayer and how treasured it is to God.
Yeah, so we're moving along the support team. I'm not personally doing much cooking really. Between Felicity and the kids, mostly the kids, they don't really trust me. But definitely the washing, the campfire, the setting up and packing up, getting all that organised, doing a bit of it, getting the kids to doing it, and just keeping everything flowing and working well so that it's ready and good for her. So when she gets home, she doesn't have a list of things to do. I think it's kind of funny because everyone really loves the idea of camping and, being able to get away and being together as a family. But when you are wedged into a caravan for 4 to 5 months at a time and not having the room to spread out and have a bit of your own personal space, that can get a bit challenging. Having communion as a family, it's certainly, we used to do it a bit, but we do it a lot more now, and it's just really nice family time, really nice to spend time with God like that. It's amazing to do it out here with the Outback, in the Outback of Australia. Like, you just wouldn't think you'd be doing this across Australia. As we come across the Outback of Australia, we're praying for the harvest of souls and praying for people to turn to Jesus. And I just think that's so important. Like, it's what we were created for, it's what we were designed for. And if we're going to use our body and use all our skills for what we're designed for, it's going to be the most optimal, and we're going to live the best possible way that we can. If I could say something to everyone in Australia, I would say whatever your gifts and talents are, God has created you and God has put that in you. And God has done that so that you can use that to worship Him and to love Him. And that's what we were designed for, and we're actually going to find the most joy and the most completeness in doing what it is that we were designed for.